Ladies and gentlemen, WWE is going back to Saudi Arabia once again for Crown Jewel. And we have a total of 7 matches on the show. So I want to start this with the women's tag team titles on the line in a fatal 4-way match. It is the team of the current tag team champions, Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, versus Damage Control versus Metaphor versus the team of Piper Niven and Chelsea Green. Now, I've said it on Twitter, and I've said it here too. Those women's tag team titles don't mean anything. And if you think they do, then I don't know what to say about you. Now, I get why they're doing this match because they all want the tag team titles. But you don't need to put them on the pay-per-view. But I understand that they want to showcase their women's division from all 3 brands, Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. Now, who wins this tag team match? I'm actually going to have to go with Piper Niven and Chelsea Green. Why? Because I think it's time for Chelsea Green to have championship gold. And don't even think about telling me,
oh, she needs to win the WWE Women's Championship, not a tag team championship.
All you gotta do is be patient. Chelsea Green will have her time as women's champion. Same with Piper Niven. I can't forget about her. So I'm actually gonna keep it going with the women here. We got Liv Morgan versus Nia Jax for the Women's Crown Jewel Championship. And by the way, outside of Twitter, I have not said anything about this belt. And what do I think about the Crown Jewel Championship? It is a waste. There is no point of doing this. But obviously, the Saudi government wants this. Remember when we had the WWE World Cup back in 2018, where we had Raw and SmackDown stars competing? And then all of a sudden, it just turns into Shane McMahon winning the entire tournament when he wasn't even in the tournament in the first place? Jesus Christ, that was awful. And with the creation of the Crown Jewel Championship between Liv Morgan and Nia Jax, and the same thing with the men with Cody Rhodes and Gunther, there's a problem. There's no story leading into those matches. Now, I get that they try to give us a story, but do we care? And especially with this one, do we care about Liv Morgan versus Nia Jax? I think the match should be good, but the only thing I care about this match is Tiffany Stratton cashing in on Nia Jax and winning the WWE Women's Championship, which that is exactly what I'm predicting. Now, speaking of the men, let's actually talk about the Men's Crown Jewel Championship. Cody Rhodes versus Gunther. Cody Rhodes is the WWE Champion. He can't lose. And Gunther is the World Heavyweight Champion. So he can't lose either. So who wins? But that's the thing about Triple H. You don't know who's going to win. But after the promo that Cody gave to Gunther on SmackDown, I think we're going to have to give the title to Gunther. And Cody said on SmackDown, I have to win this for my family. Bruh, didn't you finish the story at WrestleMania? What, are you going to finish the story over here? When you said that you were going to do it at WrestleMania, we believed in you. This, not so much. So I'm going to have to give the title to Gunther. And no, I'm not saying that I'm turning on Cody. I just don't like the way that Cody's been treated as champion so far. But I think after Crown Jewel, Cody will be treated as the champion that he needs to be. So let's keep going on the SmackDown side as we have Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. How did we get here? Well, it started when Kevin Owens turned on Cody after Bad Blood. And there were a lot of fans recording this, and WWE actually took this and made it into a story. And Kevin Owens was suspended for that. Kevin Owens was going to explain on why he attacked Cody, but then the microphone cuts off, and then Cody comes out and he wants to fight him. Randy Orton comes out and calms Cody down, and he tries to calm Kevin Owens down. So KO was being restrained by security and Randy Orton. Owens hit Randy Orton with an elbow, and Randy Orton decided to hit back. Later on in that exact same SmackDown, Kevin Owens attacked Randy Orton. There was even footage from security cameras as well. So Randy goes to the SmackDown general manager, Nick Aldis, and asks for the match. Nick Aldis says, no, you're not getting the match. So Randy said if Nick Aldis was not going to give him the match, all he had to do was call out Triple H. Triple H says, no, I'm not giving you the match. And Randy says, because you're protecting Kevin Owens. And then Triple H says, no, I'm not protecting Kevin Owens. I'm protecting you. So you want your match? You got it. Just remember, protect yourself. So Randy Orton finally got his match, and that's how we got here. So who wins this match? I'm actually gonna have to go with Kevin Owens, because I liked what happened on SmackDown last Friday. Triple H telling Randy Orton that Kevin Owens is dangerous. He's a dangerous individual. So I'm sure if Kevin Owens beats Randy Orton, he could probably get himself another WWE Championship match against Cody Rhodes. Now the next match I want to talk about is for the United States Championship. It is a triple threat match between LA Knight, who is the current United States Champion, versus Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes. So how do we get here? Well, Carmelo Hayes and Andrade had a series of matches that began all the way back in the summer. And all of those 6 matches that they had, which they tied 3-3, were absolute bangers. Then we get to their 7th match, which had LA Knight as the special guest referee. LA Knight couldn't take it anymore and started attacking both Carmelo Hayes and Andrade, and declaring himself the winner? I don't know about that, LA Knight. So we go backstage and we see LA Knight being confronted by Nick Aldis. And LA Knight says, I can't take these guys anymore. Well, Nick Aldis says, if you can't take these guys anymore, you're going to defend your United States Championship against both of them at Crown Jewel. And by the way, did you see how the United States Championship looked like? It had LA Knight logos on the strap, which I think is cool. Who wins this match? I don't think LA Knight is going to retain the United States Championship. So if I had to choose between Andrade and Carmelo Hayes, I'm actually going to have to go with Carmelo Hayes. I think he deserves it. He has shown everyone on SmackDown who he is and what he can do. And Carmelo Hayes really is him. So now we move on to the Monday Night Raw side. We have Seth Rollins versus Big Bronson Reed. These guys absolutely hate each other. And obviously, this started all the way back in the summer when Seth Rollins was confronting CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, when all of a sudden Bronson Reed came out of nowhere and attacked him. And if I remember correctly, 6 tsunamis to Seth Rollins, which took him out for a couple of months. So a few months passed by as Bronson Reed is a big threat to the Monday Night Raw roster. Then we get to that last Monster Standing match where Bronson Reed took on Braun Strowman. They broke the ring, and that's where Seth Rollins made his return. And things got heated when Seth Rollins wanted to call out Bronson Reed. A few weeks of brawling, and Adam Pearce had enough. He screamed his ass off and said, "You won this match, you got it." So who wins this match? I'm actually going to give it to Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed really does need this win to show everyone that he is a big threat to the Monday Night Raw roster. And now we get to the final match that's on the show, which I'm assuming this is going to be the main event. Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jay Uso versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and Jacob Fatu. The OG bloodline versus the new bloodline. Need I say more? We all know how we got here. Roman Reigns wants his revenge and wants his Uafala back from Solo Sikoa. But the question is, will the OG bloodline defeat the new bloodline? My prediction is no, actually. I feel like Solo Sikoa is going to pin Roman Reigns, solidifying himself as the new tribal chief. But after this, we all know that this bloodline story is not over yet. But what do you guys think? Are you excited for Crown Jewel? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, tap the notification bell for more videos. Follow me on Twitter at EthanSoy Show, and I'll see you in the next one.